Hey, good morning there. I wanted to talk to you this morning about the Anzacs, and what in particular I want to tell you about, because I've been telling a lot of returned servicemen and ex-servicemen, etc., about this, and they have absolutely no idea. Lots of them have no idea, and men that are quite proud and etc. of their service. Of course, anyone who isn't proud of their service, then come and see me. You should be very proud of your service. So we've got our country because of the effort that so many people put in. So what I wanted to tell you about this morning is the very first Anzac memorial that was ever built in any country, and it's right here in Brisbane in the Kangaroo Point Cliffs Park, Memorial Park. And what happened was, the story was this, and that memorial, it was built, the entire Anzac service was created by one man, of course a priest, and he was an Irish priest. And that very first memorial built by him, and it took such an effort to get the Anzac parade and etc. Commissioned. That very first Anzac memorial, again, is up there at Brisbane, on the river at the Kangaroo Point Cliffs, on top of the cliffs, just a walk up the path. It's a little bit hard to find. Look, the actual fellow who did the Anzac memorial himself, created Anzacs, is right here, right now with me, and telling me, do not mention anything political. And just saying that, well, okay then. So I'd like to say that if you are Irish, the Anzac parade welcomes regular people into the parade to look at the parade, and not the parade, sorry for that, to the Anzac Memorial Dawn service. If you're Irish, get up there to Kangaroo Point Cliffs, and be proud of your Irish race, that it was, the Anzacs was created by an Irishman. And it's got nothing to do with Irish, I know, but there is, what I really wanted to say was, I went there very early in the morning. I was woken by a spirit who said to me to go. It showed me an area that I was actually aware of on Kangaroo Point Cliffs, the coffee shop, Joey's. And so at about 9 o'clock at night, I went to the Kangaroo Point Cliffs, to Joey's, and Joey's was closed. I had no idea of the hours, but I noticed up the side this little this path, quite a wide path, not really well lit, but I noticed this path that went up the side, and I thought I might go up there and take the little dog for a walk and have a look. And there was this great big huge red neon outline of what I thought was a four-leaf clover, but I got up closer and it was a red poppy, neon red poppy, and I discovered right there, right at the back, next door to the church, is the very first Anzac memorial built by the Irish, and there's about 3 brass plaques that fill you in on the Anzacs and the man who created Anzacs, and a bit of a background on his life as well. and a little bit of what he had to do to get the Anzac Day created, commemorated. Yeah. So let me tell you something else, and I'm not going to tell you everything that I know. I might get myself into a bit of trouble as usual, but I was sitting, two people had mentioned to me about the horses that were taken to Gallipoli. It was 1,600 or 1,700 horses taken to Gallipoli, and they didn't actually use them right away. They didn't use, look, I don't know whether they actually used the horses at all because of the steep dunes and things. I think that's what I might have read, but everything happens for a reason. Now, after they conquered the Turks, all of those nations involved with Gallipoli were then responsible, with the Turks as prisoners, were responsible for feeding the Turks. And the story goes that they couldn't afford to bring the horses back, and so men took their horses into the dunes and shot them. Okay, so that all I am allowed to say is that the countries who conquered the Turks and whatnot at Anzacs were then responsible for the Turks being prisoners. I spoke to a fellow here and suggested what I'd like to say right now, and he agreed with me. He was he's a returned serviceman, and he totally agreed. He said straight off, that's right. That's what happened to the horses, he said. They took them into the dunes and shot them. And, of course, they were responsible for thousands and thousands of Turks, including the general public. Anyway, I'm not angry about it. Everything happens for a reason. Everything. Those horses made a great sacrifice to go to Gallipoli. It's just unfortunate that they weren't never used in the war, in the actual battles. Anyhow, I'm sure I'll get in trouble for this. Have a great day, folks. But Anzacs, the Anzac Parade, or the Anzac Dawn Service, the Anzac Parade, and everything to do with Anzacs was quite a struggle for that Irish priest to get that enriched, let's call it. That's a good word, I like that. Have a great day, folks, and enjoy your day. We are free. Our countries are free because of what the effort that the Anzacs put in. Have a great day.